Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda Heroes like Defender of the Fatherland, off here to a 2v2 on Eindhoven again. In the north stands Mule and FeriG, fighting for a mighty British-American task force, tasked with halting the German advance here, as Mr.Howe and Claudia Enfield sweep forwards for das Vaterland here in a night assault with the 16th Panzer Division here. We got FeriG here with the 82nd Airborne and Mule with the British 1st Armoured Division fighting together, hand in hand, against the German menace. Double Sapper Scouts and used Riflemen versus Panzergrenadiers, Panzerpioneers, Machine Guns and Pioneers. Noting, of course, here that Claudia does not have terrorists, so no ambush machine guns at least. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast. I was immensely with the channel, in this case, probably helped pay for this nice new comfy chair I got. So, big thanks to you for allowing me to sit just a bit more comfortably. And a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking on my videos, so I'm to see with YouTube algorithms, spreads the video further and also keeps the cat from biting off my fingers. More machine guns out there for Claudia. West side here we got Panzer Pioneer at the vanguard, 250 half-tanks from up to link up troops more aggressive with the enemy's faces. And there go first shots fired, scouts sneaking a few hits, then sneaking back. Panzer Pioneer, they're just trying to withdraw here. Siege in the center, east side, slow progress here with machine guns backing up the Pioneers advance there. There goes scouts getting shotted a bit more. Note, of course, the German army did have their own scouts, though things did get a bit more peculiar there. For some of the infantry divisions, actually, after Stalingrad and North Africa kind of lost their scouts. They said they got the Fusiliers to sort of double their scouts, but also meant to be like, this more elite unit. And the Panzer division still had their outclear, but there was sort of less scouts, though they take nothing from a trainer scouts, and more just, troops to support the armored cars than the actual scouting. So, fun fact, anyways, Panzer being going to have to go after the scouts. Need to get them out before they get wiped here. MD on the way here for Claudia. In fact, we got a third MD42. Certainly a bit. Okay, cancels it. Perhaps realizing that 3 MD42s without ambush might be a bit much. Rushing with a half-check here. Quickly popping the Panzer Pioneer out. They're definitely leaving here. FeriG's force on the west sea in a bit of a pickle. East side here, the British forces trying to surround the Germans with that many MD42s surrounding them becomes a bit difficult if you don't have enough forces here. Almost got it here though. Oh, got right past both MD42s here. Claudia slipped up and handles an MD42 to Mule in the early game. A stinging blow to the Wehrmacht in, well, the early game. Did have 3 MD42s then. Don't mind me.
Rifleman squad deployed.
Definitely painful loss here for the Germans. Goes for another MD40. Go for some grenadiers, but Claudia, I imagine, has other ideas. Rifleman holding up against the half-tracks and the Panzers close in there. Connacht decays and that MD there on the half-track. But another MD42, they're almost done for Claudia. Assault grenadiers here out of Mr.Howe.
Air Force is beginning reconnaissance.
Noting, we're not seeing any paratroopers here being aimed at here for FeriG or airdrop 30 cals. Anything really. Bit interesting there. Running going for airborne. As for Mule, Mr.Howe and Claudia, they've yet to pick a battle group. Just to say that we do get Claudia here, goes for Italian coastal defense, like coastal reserves. Interesting choice there. But definitely, with all the MD4s, indicates a sort of very turtly strategy there out of Claudia. Very static. Very, very annoying to deal with.
A fuel point is being lost.
Definitely, I think, force the Allies to consider some artillery. Of course, Mule could go for Bishop. Because with that, we'll just try and flank around the massive line of defenses that Claudia will likely try and build up. We'll have to see. But over the lost MD42, of course, Claudia's strategy is already slightly, coming off the rails. So some might consider that a warning, from the powers that be above, that maybe Claudia should be going hard static like that. Meanwhile, west side, he combined Allied assault here, British, American troops attacking Mr.Howe's positions together. Good for company there for Claudia. Got armor support out of Mr.Howe. Not much surprise though. One of the more flexible, if not the most flexible battle group out there, so I mean, if you're not going for Panzerjäger, it does tend to be fairly popular. And we are getting a mechanized company here out of Mr.Howe. At this point, he just leaves Mule to, like, pick a battle group. He might, of course, be waiting for, like, you know, more intelligence, what his opponent's up to before, like, you know, committing to a battle group. Or maybe he's just lazy. Pioneer moving up here for the east side. Busy there seizing terrain. Come on, Jürgen! Grab that point faster! How do I even grab a point faster? What is even grabbing a point? Didn't you learn this in boot camp? Nine? There you go. Mr.Howe there with the 250-9 armored car. Black 30s there for Claudia. Continuing a heavy support weapon focused build there. Obviously does help with the east side here. They met a lot of bottlenecks, a lot of ways to, like, you know, maximize the output of the machine guns while also minimizing the chance of them getting flanked. That said, a good flank can then also really do a lot of damage because the support was going to be too subtracting because the artillery is also going to be pretty great. So, I'm definitely eventually expecting Mule to, like, go for some things like, you know, just blast all these things into oblivion with. Got mines here. Humbers for Mule. Got the pack, the flak 38 on the way here. Also, here's a fun fact apparently I learned recently that apparently in some cases some units would actually, like, just, well, for lack of better words, they'd actually remove the flak from the gun itself from the mount and set it up like an anti-tank rifle or something like that. Basically sort of like, you know, more like a manhandle weapon that way. For, like, more, you know, rough terrain. Apparently there's some, I've seen some footage of, like, Gebirgsjägers basically using it like an anti-tank rifle, like shooting at artisans and whatnot and, like, very rough terrain. That's a very interesting sort of, like, development they sort of they did with this weapon, which again highlights, you know, there might be an intended purpose of a weapon, and then there's what the troops actually do with it. Meanwhile, another flak 38 there for Claudia. Also got the officer selected, whether or not, of course, they go for the officer, but in the overall strategy, does seem like a pretty good fit. 30 cals there for FeriG, no airdrop ones. Allies basically allowing Claudia, I think, a bit too much time to just dig in here. I mean, I do understand why. Not too keen to, like, bash the head into a wall and just go for Mr.Howe, but at the same time, they do risk at some point, like, you know, Claudia's going to have, like, you know, the entire secret line over there, or Gothic line, Panther line, like, you know, any number of lines, you name it, they could be set up there. Certainly Italy was one area where they, like, really, like, you know, had several heavily fortified lines to slow down the Allies with a mix of panther tombs and bunkers and what not. Humber there running straight to the flak 30, getting slammed there. We got an Arctard here for Mr.Howe's. Got two 259s and the Arctard there. Good mix of armored cars there. Mortars following up here for FeriG. Definitely wants some amount of artillery. In this case goes for the lighter stuff. Another section for Mule. Still no battle group. 250-9 there roaming about. East side here we got Mule also up here by the east side. Avoiding the castle directly. Of course, it really wants to be transiting up here, like, with a really deep flank, but that would require, I think, a lot of coordination to, like, launch an attack from both sides. And also making sure, like, you know, there's a clear retreat path somehow, at least enough to make sure the machine guns just don't, you know, rip his infantry apart there. People in flak pants there for Claudia.
All riflemen squads are being upgraded with
BARs for FeriG. East side Indian flotilla, they've got the Humber moving in spot. The sappers, mine spots out there, very good. Certainly one minor flaw in this is, of course, the lack of movement. Could get the flag thrown there. And White Foster's runs, ripping through here. Mules, unfortunate sappers we've got there for the fatherland. Great screw there. Designate defensive line. BAR's ready. Anti-tank after this, well, they're ready for FeriG. Trainer. Jaegers for Claudia. There you go, grenades being chucked all over the place. Humber racing in. And we got the assault grenades, they have to caught a bit off guard. Out of position. Jaeger's almost done there for Mr. Claudia. Well, I guess Mrs. Claudia. No, it's the internet. Armored car, there was the rifleman, guns blazing. And a 6-pounder gun there for Mule.
Victory point now under enemy.
Riflemen a bit of trouble here. Heavy automatic fire there as the autocannons and the crouched machine guns let loose a torrent of heavy fire. And air reconnaissance aircraft shot down, exploding aggressively, dramatically, as if though it was part of a Michael Bay movie in the middle of the road. This needs some really dramatic music as it crashed down. And a quick flashback to the pilot's family back in Kansas.
That's our number, boys.
Anyways, Jaegers there getting mauled here by an MD-42 there. Successfully pilfered previously there by Mule out of Claudia's hands. Another Akla booth considered there. Instead we got support elements. Mr.Howe realizing the time is now. Stoops. So they called in on the Flak 30 section there. Thus dodges it. Almost got hit Claudia's Jaeger squad, but not managing it. Fresh after checks for FeriG. Not really doing too much with this battle group. Might be he's planning to go straight for something like the carpet bombing run or the rocket wave. And got the section and counting the high armored cars withdrawing. Claudia just bring in more Viblins because why not? I'm still not entirely sure why they decided to buff the Viblin that patch. It was like already fairly popular, seeing a good amount of play, wasn't bad, and then they just buffed it, and now it's just really good. Definitely one of the more unnecessary buffs of this update. Couple of drawing, samples drawing there. After hanging back, we got the sections, riflemen, scouts, all poking forward here. Panzig is left to hold a very poorly holdable position. Assault Marines trying to do with the canvas. Two sections there getting ripped apart even up close because for some reason they also decided to buff the infantry section's DPS up close. Reasons that are also a bit unknown to me.
Beginning improvements to our infantry logistics.
And we got advanced logistics at FeriG. Of course, cheap reinforcements is always very, very good. It is also worth noting Claudia so far, while he has gone for the battle group, we haven't really seen like him do much with it except that one designated defensive line. We haven't seen any coastal service. We haven't seen, you know, the officer. We haven't seen anything with bunkers. Nice hit there out of the Bishop there out of Mule, very much as anticipated. We also have gone for heavy armored with them. What is that ability? Our light vehicle with drone and fit, they're pulling back the Humber, thumbs up. Strong ability in the right hands. And there go for Mule, it means another Bishop. Mule joins the choir. Anyways, Riflemen was advancing, Panzer with the assault grenadiers there. Panzer Pioneer launching assault, but risk getting wiped out. Flak Panzers push back here after firm resistance there from Mule and FeriG in the center. East side remains firmly German. We do get some small attempts from Mule to sneak in there. Panzer Pioneers got whacked here for Mr.Howe in the west. Certainly looking a bit short on infantry. Not going to go for anything like a Stuti anytime soon, we'll have to see.
We have a surplus of command points.
Almost got the assault grenadiers. Another reconnaissance aircraft there. About to get the Michael Bay treatment. And down he goes. More dramatic music. Cut to the scene of his family in Kentucky. Anyway, Soldiers Pioneers being about here, Flak 30s on the move. And there you go, FeriG with some actual stuff getting airdropped here in the name of democracy. Also got 30 counts, interesting enough. Does look like he went for the rocket strike there. Supply drop there. Panzer Commander here out of Mr.Howe. Very good survival training. Savagely trying to push forwards. I'm very much dissuaded from that due to the appearance of 2 flak panzers as they rapidly shorten the lifespan of those zappers. And reconnaissance section also very much encouraged to get out of there. Section moving in here might float into tank grenades here. They have the research. And more bishops bombarding here. Castle in the east. Did get into tank grenades, although doing a fair bit of damage to the flak panzer and tank robs as well there. But will Mule be able to finish off? You're lacking like any faster anti-tank assets. We do have the anti-tank half-track, but Jaegers are advancing with Panzer Rex, blocking like any easy, pushed over the half-track. And the center armored car pushing ahead west side there, points have been seized. Same lot going in across several points. Well, of course, the entire length of the map.
We've lost control.
Nary a dull moment. There we go. Good shot on the 250-9. Entering half going forwards. Panzer Grenadiers carefully poking forward to the west side here. Armored car 250-9 moving in.
We're losing the territory point. Enemy contact. The enemy holds all victory points.
Nice shooting there from the interesting half track.
They pushed us off a sector.
And we got the bishops there just laying down here. Fine, there you go. Armored cars pushing. Aggressive push here by Mr.Howe, looking to cancel these half tracks in a bit of a bad spot there. Looks like they might be succeeding. They're coming down at a high cost in terms of damage. Almost got the Octard, almost got the 259. Panzer's popping out. Both down here. Octard though does survive. We got another Panzer group moving in. This time they're not an armored car, just a regular half track. Oh.
Territory is being contested.
And down it goes, but does manage to get the Panzers out here. Half track number 2 down. Bit of a painful road there to FeriG. Had at least been able to take out the Octard. I think they've been a bit better there for FeriG, but just 2 250s, one of which have been upgraded. I'd say that was a lot less clear cut. Plus the 250. Out of the way. Oh, that one could also getting knocked out. Popping in the east side. We got there. Claudia feeling much more bold now. We also get medic bunkers on the way there. The Mule here had already prepared defense ahead of time, anticipating a push eventually from Claudia in the east. Thumbs up. Good to foresight. Mr.Howe with a flamethrower panzer, a Flam Panzer 3. Advancing forwards there.
Half-track deploying, as ordered. Initiating stockpile of infantry munitions.
Eastern surplus there to FeriG. Mule not doing much for this battle group. Might be just setting up for the Black Prince. Seems like the very likely bet there. Another 75 upgrade there. FeriG not going for any tank depots or say paratroopers. Oh wait, never mind. He's got the ability, but the other things he's going for them.
Riflemen are being upgraded with grenade packages.
Got grenades.
We have a munitions surplus, Commander.
And he actually is going for a Crusader anti-aircraft tank. Surprised, eh? They definitely feel like they've fallen off a bit after they required them to be built. People did just call in a ton of them as soon as they could.
We can distribute grenades to the frontline men.
Grenades done. Claudia in the east. I mean, Claudia's kind of holding a lot here, but again, it is helped a lot by the geometry on the east side of the map here. This makes it much easier for Claudia to blow off what he's doing.
Dropping an anti-tank gun on your mark. Stay clear.
FeriG airdropping intermittent tank guns. Allied forces feeling a bit the squeeze at the moment, and we got Mr.Howe here riding on the high of success so far. Spring straight from reserves here. Might be setting up for Tigers. Might be we'll have to see what exactly we'll see if Mr.Howe's plans are. Sending people going for the section up north here. Sections machines holding up. Jaeger squad left to fend for itself here in the orchards. Black Panther rolling in there. We got the 250 that's not rolling in, so what about Panzerjägers inside of it? There you go, Crusader anti-aircraft tank. With its 40mm Buffalo's anti-aircraft gun.
We're down to 200
Another
points.
aircraft getting Michael Bay there. Mortar getting grenaded.
You're on victory point.
Heavy pressure here. And there we go. We do in fact get a Panther 4 calling with assault
The
grenadiers.
victory point is under
So
enemy
how here
control now.
not dreaming, say, Tiger big here. Here's the pair of Stooges big. Meanwhile, Claudia setting up for the feature. 210 howitzer. Black Panther line getting shot great for the Bishop, but it seemed like that shot didn't actually land very well. That's it. Claudia though looks like he might be able to commit it here. There we go. Lost one vehicle event. And without like much to show for except a couple of white support weapon teams, but they can recruit. The Flak Panther cannot. West side though.
We've lost
Mr.Howe exploiting the engagement there to push in west side here. Oh well, FeriG's western positions. Trying to take out the flamethrower tank that gets white before he does it. Almost at the 250-9. Crusader anti-aircraft tank arriving here to assist. And there you go, Panther 4 on the scene going for the Crusader.
Shorter points remaining on the front line.
Might be getting a bit too confident here. Could get snared up, but very good run. Take does have enough. Oh, he does have enough niche for double grenades. But the timing wasn't good enough, so the first shot were off before the single grenade can trigger. It the dust avoiding engine damage, and it takes out the Crusader anti-aircraft tank. Really messy situation here. Top grenades are being pushed back. We got the howitzer there, Italian one firing away. There you go, anti-tank already engaging the Panther 4 here.
Anti-tank crews reporting.
Knocked out with a mine. Bit pain for them there. For Mr.Howe actually is looking a bit weak there, force-wise, compared to the others. To some extent, anyways. Rushing forwards. With Spirit and Fury here. Claudia infield launches another attack. We got the howitzer all the way down here with a bunker right next to it. Oh. Probably to try and trigger its bonuses. So, there's some bonuses for the howitzer. You just typically don't see them like, utilized. It's also might be fun.
A victory point is under attack. We must act.
Claudia is definitely committed to the whole bit. Another Crusader anti-aircraft tank from Mule.
They have taken our
Guessing
victory
he is
point.
not planning Black Princess anytime soon, if ever. And he's got. Oh, he actually went for the regular billable church. Thumbs up. I don't know if he's got the company command post up, so he can actually do it. Does. I mean, Churchill tanks actually a significant headache in particular, I think. I mean, for both players, really, but in particular, I think Claudia was like, got one pantry trick to really stop that. So Churchill tank out of Mule, it's a pretty solid idea. Considering what they're against. But like, even Mr.Howe with his current state of affairs is also going to struggle against the Churchill tanks. I think it's going to be a really good thing. He just needs a bit more fuel, I think, to pull it in. Got the Bishop there counter-battering the Italian howitzer. 139 to 31 though. Allied forces need something about the victory point situation. They can risk completing our victory point pretty fast at this rate.
Territory sector claimed by the enemy.
And Mr. Howe's about to lose another assault grenade squad. We actually got another howitzer on the way from Claudia. There's commitment to the big guns. Definitely been a while I think I've seen anyone like commit to more than one of these. Meanwhile, we've got the Struggles of us there from Mr. Howe. West side is still trying to, push back the Allies from here. Center though, Mule continue to pull off some pretty effective raids that's sort of undermining Claudia's defenses around the center, which also never means the east defensive, but also slowly, becoming the target. Bishop's joining in the fun here. Another half track for FeriG, just no tank depth for him. No, sir. head-on assault here being met with unsurprisingly heavy resistance out of the German gun crews. Claudia with another bunker on the way, and there you go. Second howitzer in operation. West side we can see Mr.Howe slowly squeeze more and more, and there you go. COH3 tank is on the way here from Mule. FeriG's half to there, slowing forwards. No idea what he's intended to do with it. I'm assuming upgrade to next tank half to crisis. Almost had a wipe there as well. Got the Stukas for unleashing hell here.
Commander, our anti-tank defenses are failing.
Little of 6 rockets there.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Yeah, he was upgrading that half tank to the anti-tank half to there. Officers actually out here for Claudia now. A bit late to the party in that one, I'd argue.
The victory point has fallen into enemy control.
Got the bunker up there. And we got Mule with his own bit of reconnaissance. There's just the artillery loader. Oh, it's the artillery loader. There's some excellent vulnerability there about the bunker. Not that's going to matter. One Mule counters it with the artillery loader there. Almost at least. He can't quite finish it off here. Arguably a bit potential weakness here of it. And you try to use it like that. You don't need to try to say obviously for the crew so the gun isn't destroyed, but the time you clear out the crew, well, they could just recruit their plan. But even that, of course, can slow down here. Claudia, since they still they need to like recruit and everything, plus the experience gets removed. So. And another dramatic aircraft crash. They're probably crewing it while the Germans are about to simply they'll be able to finish off one with the Bishop there. Big old push for the Allies. German situation getting further, well, aggravated, in particular with the arrival of the Churchill team, which really is just something neither German player really has considered that, you know, they could have to go up against. That, of course, has proven to be a bit of a liability, to put it generously.
The entire gun crew has been killed.
Didn't get a desperate counterattack on the Germans here, throwing back the Allies somewhat, except for the Churchill tank, which just continues to advance here. And the pun's been caught repair here. Howards are down. Howards are down. Trying to make off for the flak 30 is not going too well there for Mule. That was really bad for the Germans, but Claudia's lost so much. I mean, that's always the risk of investing so much in, like, you know, defensive strategy like that. If something goes wrong, it can very quickly go very wrong. You just have nothing left to deal with it. Meanwhile, we got the double stoops here out of Mr.Howe. 2 thumbs up. Double the stoop, double the Deutschland. Meanwhile, Mule is going for more Churchill tanks. After they're going for the Arc Guard, swinging in hard in the name of democracy. Flamethrower tank, I think, is trying to like act as bait here for the Arc Guard, but Stuke's going up towards the center assist here. Claudia's brought in a Marder 3M as well here to assist. Massive strike round to the massive infantry. Huge blow to the Germans. No wipes, but still, that's a lot of force. Oh! Spoke too soon. There we go. That was a wipe. I don't know why Mr.Howe insisted keeping units around that area now. Stuke's on the move. No pin-up machine guns here by the looks of it for either of Mr. Howe's machine guns. Lost the second Panzer squad as well. They're just massive losses for the Germans. At this point, things just feel like they are rapidly collapsing for the German army, and the Germans just don't know how to respond to this. Which is definitely very beneficial for the Allies if the Germans don't know how to respond to the situation. Of course, this could indicate they're a bit reliant on a certain strategy to like have a chance. So it looks at that like with Claudia, like players tend to like go heavily static like that, tend to I think be a bit reliant on strategy by experience. So if you get them out of that comfort zone, they tend to not entirely be sure what to do next, how to respond to it. Your mind being set off the FeriG, finally going for the tank depot. Finally going for it. Bring Tamani with a flamethrower tank. Got the Churchills here letting loose. With the semi-family guns. Oh, more wipes here. Claudia's losses are piling up here like it's nothing else. Black 30 down, Jaeger's down. Claudia has next to nothing left. Losses are catastrophic now. The entire right flank is imploding upon itself. And Claudia, in response to this, is going for another howitzer. That definitely feels like Claudia is way too married to the strategy at the moment, like just obsessed with it. Or maybe just kind of giving up and thinking, you know what, I'm just going to go for another big gun. I mean, there's a few interpretations here, but I think no matter what, the interpretations basically don't indicate that Claudia is, like, at this stage having a great chance of winning unless, like, the Allies basically just decide to park all the infantry and tanks in one spot. Because Claudia definitely, no matter what, just does not feel like he's reacting very well to what's going on and adapting. Again, bit the weakness lying too much in support weapons. The ultimate is somewhat inflexible compared to the Churchill taking forwards here. One by artillery here. We got Hellcats away. The FeriG still in trouble. Marder, they also forced back off here. Massive amount of artillery here. Guns blazing. Churchill tanks rolling forwards. Absolute carnage here. The castle roads are being utterly leveled. Medic bunker down. Coming part of the castle ruins, much to the confusion of any future historians.
Supplies are on their way. Don't rush all at once.
Another martyr there for Claudia. The Howitz is up at least, I guess. On west side here, having some minor success against FeriG, we'll hope to last long. FeriG with the Sherman, the M4A1. Flamethrower tank hard to work there, roasting Yankees. D supported by Panther 3, and we got more martyrs there out of Claudia.
Territory point is no longer under our control.
Axis forces still have the victory point lead, but the Allies are doing a pretty damn good attempt at just closing the gap. Another great shot. Now we got the Sherman moving in. Center there, we got a slight push by the Panther 3. But with the next thing up, that should be able to be deflected somewhat. Especially here, Mr.Howe's playing conservatively with his Panther 3. Massive bombardment there, we got the Sherman rolling in here. Almost got both units here. Archive and flamethrower tank here. There we go. One down, one to go. Prioritizing the armored car because that has the chance to actually get away there, whereas the flamethrower tank just isn't fast enough to significantly have a good chance of getting the Sherman in. And there you go. FeriG just inflicting more brutal pain upon his opponents. Heavy losses just continue to pile up for the Germans. Another howitzer here knocked out by heavy Allied artillery. Stuka arriving to try and take out the Sherman. Not in touch with them, they just basically started like turning in another direction out of nowhere. Got the Marder arriving, he got smoked down trying to escape here. And we got Panzer Pioneers with a Panzer Buchse here. Actually, boys, I think. And gets the Sherman. 102 versus 151 here. Claudia's got next to nothing left. In fact, Claudia's done just the Marder. And game over. A brutal match. Germans definitely, I think, were close, but ultimately, I think Claudia just, again, a bit too caught up in just one play style. They lack some flexibility, like I think more exploit opportunities allowed the Allies to then focus first down Mr.Howe and then turn on Claudia, at which point things sort of slowly fell apart. So you do need to be very mindful of these kind of like strategies where one like goes very static. They do still need some reserves and some flexibility in handling the situation. Otherwise, again, the opponents could just, focus on one and then deal with the other later on. That's kind of what happened here. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. This is Imperial Links and cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.